Hello everyone. Today we are going to find the prime factors of all the prime factors of a number. So we are going to do this in log n complexity, and this approach is, I don't think this approach is mentioned anywhere on the net. So better make a note of this. So after this, I am going to make you study about stack, and I will make you implement 2 to 3 questions of the placement, and I'm going to make you do stacks question which were asked in the placement, and that too important one. So I'm not going to start with the basics, so you can learn some basic like question pop from anywhere in the net, from the net. So let's start to how to factorize a number in log n complexity. What we want is, we have a number n and we want all the prime factors with their count. For example, in 60 we have 2 as the prime factor, 3 as the prime factor, 5 as the prime factor, and the second number here is the count. And the 2 is coming 2 times. 2 into 2 4, 2 की power 2 is 4, 3 की power 1 is 3, 5 की power 1 is 5. So 4 into 3 into 5, 15 into 4, 60. 45 we have 3 comes 2 times, 5 come 1 times. 24 we have 2 comes 3 times and 3 come 1 time. So for the algorithm is, we need to check if n is greater than 1, then only we will go ahead. We are going to find the largest prime factor of a number. This we did in the last video. I am going to give the link of the last video if you have not watched it. And so we are going to find the largest prime factor of n. We can also find smallest, there is no difference. Then we are going to divide the number by that prime number. We are going to divide the n with the largest prime factor we had, and we are going to keep dividing, and we are going to store the count of that. Okay, so we are going to divide till n modulus that prime number is not equals to 0. Then we are going to check if n is greater than 1, and if still n is greater than 1, we are going to continue from this step again. Now let's see, we have 60, right? So the largest prime factor of 60 we can calculate using C, which will come 5. So we are going to divide 60 by 5 till n modulus 5 is not equals to 0. So we have n equals to 60. We are going to give while n modulus 5 equal 0. We are going to keep dividing the number. C is the count, and we have n divided by equals to 5. Okay, so this is what we have. So after this we will having another value of n. So we are going to check if this n is greater than 1 or not. Okay, let's see a demo first. So how much time it will take? 60 modulus 5 is equal, yes, yeah, it is true. C equals to 1, great. N divided by equals to 5, n becomes 12. Okay, for 5 we have C equals to 1, correct. We have now n equals to 12. The greatest prime factor of 12 is 3. So we are going to divide 12 again, because 12 is greater than 1. We are going to divide 12 again by 3, because 3 is the greatest prime factor of 12. Okay, so we got a prime factor 5, we got a prime factor 3, we also got the count of 5. Now we will be getting the count of 3. So 12 modulus 3 equals 0, yes. C equals to 1. Every time we are running this loop, we will give C equals to 0. C equals to C plus 1. Okay, 12 divided by 3, sorry. So we are having 12 divided by equals to 3, 1 count is there. We have 4 modulus 3, okay, we don't have. Now for 3 we have count equals to 1. See, we have got this, these both two values we have got. Now we have 4 modulus 2, because the greatest prime factor for 4 is 2. Okay, so we are going to divide 4 by 2. So this is the approach. So make a note of this. You can try 2 to 3 numbers, then you will get a feel of it. Okay, just don't grasp it, just try to learn these steps, and you can follow it by having an example. You can take many examples from there. Okay, so in the last video we did the largest prime factor of a number. So this was the code of it. This is the sieve we did in the last. For this, with the help of this we are getting prime of j is equals to the largest prime factor. After this, whole functions is called. Okay, now what we can do is we need to follow the algorithm. Okay, we are I will be calling two queries. Okay, in each query I will be having, I can make it large. In each query we will be having a number int n. Okay, I'm going to enter it now. Since the form of the result is in pair, so I will be making a vector of pair. Vector pair int comma int. This is v, correct? So what is the algorithm saying is we need to run the loop till we have n greater than 1, till we have n greater than 1, correct? And also make a note, for the largest prime factor what we did was we run the j from j equals to 2 into I, but we need to run from j equals to I because if a number is prime, the largest prime for that prime is that itself, so we are going to run it from j equals to I. Okay, so we have हम जब तक चलाएंगे जब तक n 1 से बड़ा है. So we are going to find the largest prime of that number and then we are going to divide. And how can we get? We are going to just we need to find the index of that number. That number is the number itself. Okay, prime of n. Prime is the array declared globally. Now we need to divide, we need to store the count. Okay, we are going to divide the number n modulus largest equal 0. We are going to store the count c equals to c plus 1 and n divided by equals to largest. ओके, तो अब ये c क्या डिनोट करता है, क्योंकि देखो इस नंबर का लार्जेस्ट प्राइम फैक्टर ये है, मतलब ये एक प्राइम फैक्टर है इस नंबर का. अब इसने डिवाइड किया तो उसकी काउंट आ गई. ठीक है, अब काउंट आ गई तो वेक्टर में स्टोर कर लेंगे. वी डॉट पुश बैक वी हैव हाउ डू वी मेक पेयर, आइदर वी डू दिस सिंपली दिस और वी कैन राइट दिस ऑल्सो मेक पेयर. ओके, anything we can do. I'm going to make pair as this. In the first position I'm going to give what I'm going to give. I'm going to give the prime number largest is the prime number and c is the count. Cool. So we have this. Okay, okay, so what will this do? It is going to check if n is greater than 1, then it is going to find the largest prime factor, then it is going to keep dividing the number with the largest number. Then after it has divided, after the largest number count is over in n, it is going to be out of this loop. Then we will be having v dot pushback largest comma c, correct? Then it is going to again check if n is greater than 1. Yes, it is, n is greater than 1. So it will keep on running till we have all the prime factors. Okay, in this instead of largest we can also have smallest, the result will be same. Okay, now we need to print the vector for I have not declared I. Okay, int I, we have I equals to 0, I less than v dot size I plus plus. We are going to print the vector element. How do we print? We print it by index and then we are going to give first, because this is a pair. And how do we access pair element? With the help of dot first and dot second. So dot second will give the count. Cool. So this is what we have. This function runs from here to here. We have a query, we have a n. Now let us compile this. So it compiled successfully. The name of the file is cf5. So let me make it bigger. Okay, dot slash cf5. Okay, desktop dot slash cf5. I'm going to give 5 queries. 5, let me give 60. 60 means 5 is coming one time, 3 is coming one time and 2 is coming 2 times. Okay, and why how this order is coming? Because we are storing the largest prime number every time, so that is why it is coming in decreasing order. Okay, so for increasing order you can either sort or you can either reverse. Okay, reverse the V. Okay, now let me give 45. So this 45 is coming, 5 is coming one time, 3 is coming two time. Let me give 24. This is, let me give 10. Okay, 5 coming one time, 2 is coming two time. So this is what we have. Next video I'm going to make on stack. So it is better if you can learn some basics of the stack, because I will be giving only important question regarding stacks. Thank you.